Hi everybody, this is Tina, and I want to do a quick walkthrough of my planner that I made. I've made 3 of them, and mine was the first, and then I did one for a friend for her birthday, and this one here is the third I've made, and was commissioned to do this one. And I've learned that as you make more, you learn from some of the mistakes you've made. So I'm using just my cell phone, and it's not going to be edited. I'm keeping it pretty raw, so excuse for the errors. This one here is mine, and they're both made exactly the same. The only difference I'm going to do with this one here, instead of doing 2017, I'm going to do planner, because I figured out a way to make one and be able to pull the year out and replace it with another year. So something that can be used more than 1 year. So I'm going to stop the tape for a second and then start it back up. Okay, the paper I used is Recollections Spring Dream. It's pink and turquoise and a lighter blue and some really pretty tie-dye with gold foil throughout it. And I actually only used probably half of the paper pack. If you cut your paper wisely and in the correct order, you'll actually only need, I think it's 12 sheets. So what I did was I pulled out 12 sheets, different ones, and cut them all, and was able to get the majority, which is the front. No, actually I was able to get all of it. Anyways, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The book itself is 11 by 11, so I do consider it a desk planner, although I lug mine around, and the person that I made it as a gift, she lugs hers around in a bag. We just prefer to do that, and I don't mind. It's also just really great to just keep on my desk here at the boutique and flip it open. So if I need to set appointments, it's right here for me. The majority of the time it's here at the boutique. I don't carry it around with me. I leave it here, except for a meeting that I attend on Saturdays. I do take it with me there. So if I need to fill some stuff in, I use it. But anyways, on the front cover is just one of the papers from the pack. This is black Hapsack cardstock, which is the textured cardstock that you find at Hobby Lobby in the single sheets. I really like using the single sheets more. It really seems to be a better quality paper than what you find in the packs, 5 for $10 or whatever. I know they cost a little bit more, but I would rather use them. I just like them better. The cover, the black part cover, actually, to be honest with you, what I've been using on my minis for the last year have been the craft paper rolls. They come in different colors. They're very flexible. I've never had anything split on the spine, and I'm just using it as a base to cover the chipboard, so I don't mind using it, and most of it's covered anyways. I haven't had anything rip, tear, or whatever. It's just a really good base, and it's actually, to me, it's a really good flexible base. On the corners here, a couple of corner tabs that I just got in from AliExpress. Super pretty. I'm going to get a little bit closer so you can see them. I just put them on the front. The front is missing where I'm going to actually put planner on the front. I'm keeping it simple because you tend to open and close it a lot, and so you really can't open and over embellish the front. And then the back, plain just as well. Mine's a little bit different. I have a front cover and back cover are different, and the lady who wanted hers, she wanted it to be the same front and back, so did front and black and then did the spine in black. So we're going to open it up. Now all the pages are pretty much the same. I mean, they're constructed exactly the same. They have a pocket on the front. They have a month, and there's a slot in the front, and then it flips open. So this here comes open with Velcro. I hope it's glued down. Yes, it is. Wonderfully. Velcroed, keeps it closed. This ring here was in a package that I got from Hobby Lobby. I think it was a package of 12. It's actually a really good deal to use for this because I've been struggling with using the center, what to use to close this up, because on mine I actually used a magnet and the magnet was not strong enough to keep it open. So whenever I open mine, it's not, of course it's going to make a liar out of me showing you, but whenever I open mine, whenever I open mine, this flaps open. So I decided I would use something else in place of the magnets, and just doing a nice little tie belt is working really well. I've done it on the other one, and I'll probably continue to use it on the others. Now, this paper is pink and blue and black and gold, and it was something blingy and pretty that Angie really liked. She's the one who's receiving it and commissioned me to make it for her. So let her pick out the paper pack that she liked, and she just will let me go from there. So I'm going to flip through really quick. This is, of course, January, and each one has an outer slot. Each one will have a card. I've been using Project Life cards as note cards. Sometimes they match perfectly, sometimes they don't, and when you're going to be tucking notes into your planner, a lot of times things are not going to be matching, so I think it all works out really well. The edge of the little slot corner, or slot pocket, I guess, is edged in gold ribbon, and then the pocket here is pretty deep. I mean, it's, I guess, about 4.5 inches deep. And then I made a goal sheet. Although these are my goals, hers will be blank, and I have one made for each pocket will go in. So each pocket has, outer pocket has this, it'll have a card, and a paper clip. Now the paper clip is good because it's keeping everything closed. It helps keep the weight of it down. I'm not having to add a whole bunch of magnets to it. And they're cute. The ones I got for her are little diamonds. I believe I got these in the no longer dollar bin at Michael's. Did y'all notice how their stuff has gone up? It's crazy. But it is what it is. Each one is clip closed with a little diamond paper clip, and then it opens to show a month. Now, I'm trying to get out of the light here. A little story about the calendar. The calendar is a dollar store calendar. It, looked like a memo book or whatever. And I just built the planner on the size of that particular calendar. There were other calendars I could have used, but the paper was so thin and flimsy that when I ran it through the cutter, I kept tearing it. So I went with this. It's a little bit thicker. No, it's not white, but it looks good. I actually like it. Now, the difference I'm going to show you between mine and this one that I learned to do with hers is I created little corner tabs. So this will be able to be taken out next year and replaced with a new one. Now I'm going to give her a second calendar for 2018, but if I cannot find one, I have already designed one in Publisher. I've already created one in Publisher that will fit this one just perfectly. So I'm really happy I figured that out. And for mine, what I'll probably do is either cover this or put a quick flash of heat on this, and it'll release the double-sided tape enough for me to lift it up and cover. But thinking about it, I'm not going to be able to do that because there's tape all over this. So I'll probably just cover it with another sheet of cardstock and then do the corners and then put a new calendar on. But the best part about it is, you know, this thing is big, but it's really great in that we'll be able to use it more than once. So I'm just going to flip through real quick. This is January, and this is a Tim Holtz die, had 12 months, just ran them all through, loaded them on a piece of cardstock, and just stacked them down. And then the back, each back has like a note board, and so the note board has to where these little slots here lift up, and you can tuck notes in underneath them. And I know I didn't glue it down. I didn't. I just can't get it up. So she'll be able to tuck notes under that. Excuse me, flip it open and look at what she needs to cover for the month. Another slot, of course, another pocket, and then, of course, it will have the monthly planner sheet. It's February. That's really pretty. Love this paper. Really great paper pack. March, April, May. I mean, I'm not going to open every single one because, I mean, they're all the same construction. It just gives you kind of an idea of what I did. You will notice that these are all different sizes. I just found something that I thought looked good, didn't overthink it, and just put it down. And as I was saying earlier, if you cut the paper just right, you can get, this is a full sheet of cardstock that's been cut. You can get this piece, you can get this piece, and you can get this piece if you cut it right for this size planner. June. Now this one came with the paper pack. All of them didn't. Some of them came with some other paper packs or some other note cards. I just used what I thought looked good. I didn't get too wrapped up in stuff being exact matching. They coordinate well. It looks good. And the back here has a pocket. Now on mine, I thought was going to be cool, I did a magnet board. But you know what? I just don't think I'm going to use it. These are all little magnets. And of course, there's something metal strategically placed behind everything. And it holds paper, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. But, you know, like I said, your first one is your prototype, and you learn from your mistakes and decisions, and you go from there. Hers, however, I did a pocket, bought a clear envelope sheet, or envelope. She'll be able to tuck some receipts or prescriptions or whatever. She's got a son who goes to the doctor a lot, and so I'm sure he has lots of prescriptions that she has to fill. The center here will hold a hole punched item, and I'm going to put some sheet protectors in here, and then I'm also going to put a larger envelope, which will be this one here, in, but I've got to get my crocodile out, and I've got to mark it and punch holes. Now it is bigger than the planner, but I didn't care. I asked her if she cared, and she doesn't, so we'll be poking holes and giving her something to carry some extra big stuff in. And then this one here is July through December. Dang, that's like sticking good. I'm not complaining. I like that. I might have to see if I can switch mine out. I like that. I have used the Velcro on here, plus the rings. And then we go through July, August, September, October, November, December, and then the back I also did another pocket with a clear envelope for receipts. Okay, and so let's get this partially closed up. So that is my daily planner. I'm going to try and make it in a smaller size. I mean, like I said, this one is 11 by 11, so it is pretty big. I'm just going to see if I can make it smaller, which I'm sure I can, and try and find a calendar that is smaller, and if not, just design one myself. Okay, this is Tina. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great one. Bye.